I'm standing here at the end of the world. We're all the way south at the South Island in New Zealand, and there's no land that stands between me and Antarctica. Pretty neat, right?
Yes, Adventure Viv. Very neat. Let's take a look at the map to clarify. While we are nowhere near Antarctica, we have finally made it to the southernmost points of the New Zealand mainland. After leaving Milford Sound and the impressive Fiordland National Park, we were venturing into Southland. It's a no man's land down here, and of course, it's wild and beautiful.
So we just spent a week in Invercargill, and nobody does that. But we have a good reason. We were trying to get to Stewart Island and Elba Island to see the bird life, but the weather wasn't cooperating.
And this is how we spent a rainy week in Invercargill.
Grocery shopping. Pack and Save became our new favorite grocery, or more like a daily hangout.
$1.79. Wheat Bix, a kiwi staple.
Thanks to our new friends, Franz, Finn, and Anton, we discovered Splash Palace, and so we spent a day hanging out at the pool. Viv enjoyed the slide while I practiced my synchronized swimming skills. Just look at that leg extension. Splash Palace was a great way to spend a rainy day, and was only $6 New Zealand per person.
In between sessions at the library and Pack and Save, we enjoyed our favorite burger chain, BurgerFuel.
It's peanut burger jelly time. No, really.
Okay, so that wasn't the best burger, but at least we drove down to Bluff to try some of the very famous Bluff Oysters.
Here goes. Bluff Oysters.
Yum.
So after a rainy week in Invercargill, we decided to move on and take a day trip through the Catlins on the scenic Southern Highway. We had two favorite spots in the Catlins. The first was Slope Point. Slope Point is the southernmost point in New Zealand's South Island. I was closer to the South Pole than I was to the equator, and that was pretty cool. It was so windy though, so you couldn't hear anything I was saying. We made it! We're standing at the southernmost point of New Zealand, and I'm yelling because it's so windy! It's incredible! It's completely windswept. Our other favorite spot of the day was Nugget Point Lighthouse. This was such a cool place, but unfortunately it was a no-drone zone.
Other highlights in the Catlins include Parakanui Falls.
Isn't this lovely? It's just a picture of beauty.
Another highlight was
Teapot Land. Look at all the teapots.
And my personal favorite highlight was seeing the hilarious mini horses at Niagara Falls Cafe.
Call that a horse? She's trying to give them carrots. They don't seem to want it. Crunch. It was a busy day of exploring, which concluded with a brilliant sunset. Proof that the weather in the region really was about to improve. For now, anyway. We really enjoyed the peace and quiet at Taieri Mouth, a sleepy beachside village on the way to Dunedin. those of you who don't know, I really like rocks, and I've been collecting rocks and colorful seashells from all over the world for over a decade. So when we read about Gemstone Beach, we had to check it out, and it did not disappoint. Now, Adventure Viv is not too happy with my growing collection of rocks. It's getting a bit heavy to carry around. But someday, my fish tank's going to be amazing.
Our fish tank.
Our fish tank's going to be amazing.
Cameraman is landing the drone. Perfect landing. Next stop, Dunedin. We have just 2 more weeks of exploring before wrapping up our 4-month New Zealand trip in Christchurch. Cheers, Graham. Thanks for surprising us with another round of coffees.
Picky, picky. Crunch.
Right, you know what I mean? Cameraman doing his job. Good job, cameraman. We've done it all. Surprise! It hasn't taken me away yet. Well, we haven't done it all, but it's pretty cool.
What you got, coffee?